and I'll figure out how to change those in a little bit. Anyways. Oh, there's Stilwyn? How you doing? Stilwyn is up in arms as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. That ceaseless servant in his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Star would like a word. And don't take no for an answer. I won't. Don't worry. So, seems we have them all over the place. One behind here. Somewhere. I went past them, didn't I? Ah, you were right there. Water. Work? Ha! Can't work when me hands are full lifting this lug. You know, I'd wager this me last gill you never guess what I'm drinking. Swill rind. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Star Wars short if it will afford me a taste of proper grog. I think we just convince him with drinks. You know what? I'll take it. There are definitely people out there that would work solely for the purpose of that they enjoy. I mean, I admit I'm kind of one of those people. Now then, there's another one over here somewhere. Are they on the other side of the gate? Yes, they are. You can't hide from me, sir. How am I supposed to do work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Breadsticks. What? Gods, how'd you know? It's in my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. And just as sooner get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. They're loyal. That's good. At least to some extent. Even if they don't like the work, if the captain asks them to do it, they'll do it. Someone over here. I'm guessing you're hiding at the river. Through the bank somewhere. Called it. Above the river, but still. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. Not what. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wonton slaughter. You bet your bosom I did last. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to satisfy taking my axe to the trees. To be fair, I think I would rather split head trunks than yeah. But you do you, sir. You do you. There's a fake going on right there that I'm not gonna care about. There is someone around here. Are they on the other side of the bridge? Huh. Where are they? Ah, there you. You're on the other side of the river. Amen. So, Stalrin sent you? And what do you reckon I say to that? I've saucier seeds to sow. Damn right. Didn't get where I am and taking guff from any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Things aren't looking exactly swell for him. Last one's over here. Some are more willing than others. Some are upset. I still don't think that splitting skulls is worth it. Anyway. Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand girl now? Tell my dear captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. He sounds like a lovely fellow. I'm sure he's, you know, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with, you know, being friends with him or anything like that. Hello there, good sir. You continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. There's no fault of yours you squirmed out. I've let that worm wiggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Washed up? Complete. I'm guessing our next thing has to do with Severin. Stillman's worried his sack of oranges will not reach. Here's the Lusaminia checkpoint as planned. Pays me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on my charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once, I've heard tell of improper trades with goblins. I wouldn't be surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Chitana. I'm sure there's wrongdoings afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Alrighty. If you say so, let's find where this man went off to, shall we? If you were to take a different path out of Lusaminia, head right instead of left, you will find him in the middle of this crossroads right here. Hello there, Severin. How you doing? Bloody hells, I'm up the street without a paddle. Oh. Somehow, I doubt that. How do I doubt? How do I doubt? One sec. While I find where doubt is. There it is. What's this now? Starum sent you for the oranges. Huh. So the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me maids from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Over here. Got it. Well, if you got your friends into trouble, I guess we're the only ones that can save them. And there we are. How you doing? And come on, no. There we go. Now we're targeting them. Oh. There we go. No! Please! There we go. It's taking some learning, that's for sure. I'm used to just clicking on the enemy. Maybe at some point I'll switch this all back to PC and mouse, but for right now, that's not the case. Hey there, Aylmer. I owe you one. Would have gone away myself if not for Severin and shoving me aside. Ah. So he's one of those kind of people. Of course he is. Severin sent you? The way he flew out of here, I was sure he sold us down the river. And so's I. Hello there. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Now's not the time for food, good sir. Now's the time for fleeing. With that done, however, let's head back to Severin. Alright, your friends are safe. What now? You saved me, mate, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be a saint that couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I've only given you this sack because I'd like to cut of your jib. Take it to Osine and send him my regards. Well, at least we got the oranges. Now that we got those, let's take them to the checkpoint ourselves, since we're already pretty much there, right? Hello there, Osine. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms and as scheduled. Huh, there's a first time for everything. Here you go. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only thing I hear are those bagmen, and I don't miss them at all. Here's Starwin's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Got it. Now, we could walk all the way there, or we could just teleport right back. Cost us 100 gil, but we're more than fine there. And now that we're back at the farms, all we have to do is head around the corner, and here we are. Hey, Starwin. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Chitana? Well, here's your payment. Ah, this is what I'm aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though it'd be telling you who false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skipping off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins. You do well as to mind yourself around the two who guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do for you. Ain't that the truth? Grab a cowl. Quest complete. And we're now level 13. So, time to look a little less. Yeah. We don't look as fancy as we used to, do we? Might as well put the rest of those on. But here we are. Hey Gherkin, how you doing? Gherkin seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly plowed field. Blast. At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit, it could send her stocks soaring. I'll bet Whitehead knows where you might find some. Perhaps you may pay her a visit in the orchard. We can definitely do that. And while we're here, we also got a quest we can pick up from Kenmar. Hello there. High potions are short in supply at Tiller's Rest, and Kenmar is supposed to remedy that. If you're heading to Tiller's Rest, I have a favor to ask of you. The pirates have been away from sea for too long, and their broken hearts turn to bloodshed for solace. A full supply of medicine lasts barely a week. If you could buy a high potion and take it up to Hadeloff, you may have saved some lives. Thankfully, we already have the high potion. We just need to head over to Hadeloff. First things first, though. Over here. Hey, Rotruda. How you doing? That Gherkin's got a head full of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you who dare to pitch some for the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Farewell at Tiller's Rest. You'll know what to do. Seems like I chose the right place to, the right quest to do at the same time, because we're heading to the same exact place. In fact, it seems that the side quest is closer by. So let's take care of that right now. Hey, White Wolf. How you doing? I'm plumb out of potions. Any sorry sour knocking on my door may as well be knocking on Thal's. All I can offer him is a prayer. Not if I have this high potion for you. Were I a God-fearing man, I'd say you were heaven sent. Did the dust settle for the next pirate brawl? Some sorry souls will owe you his lousy life. I pity the poor fish out of water. At first, I thought the fights were just to kill time, but I believe some truly have a death sentence. There's naught that can be done about them. We can make them want to live. We can't make them want to live. All we can do is hope they learn to love the land. Hopefully so. We'll see if that comes around or not. Now that that's done, over this direction, into the middle of this thing apparently. Oh boy. We got a fate going on here. And it seems like it's one of the big ones. Give me a second while I figure out how the heck I'm supposed to get. Oh. I see what I'm doing wrong. Also, while we're here, actually here, I'll actually get into the area first before I say anything. Yeah, we got some Aurochs to deal with. Shouldn't be too much to handle though. Okay, there's that. And since we're here, one sec, please. Target the big guy. No! There we go. Now we're targeting the big guy. Head out of the way. This is typically something that we're supposed to do with other people, but we can do it by ourselves. I believe in us. Grab a shield. Head out of the way of their attack. And yeah, we're good. We're more than good. Especially if someone else comes to help us. And go. We don't have an instant charge, but that's fine. It's not dealing anywhere near enough damage for us to be of any concern. And I just barely got out of range of that attack as well. There. Head off to the side. I did not get out of that one. I am going... Well, I don't need to heal, but I'm going to heal. So that's a good way of putting it. Over that way, we do not want to aggro the other Auroch. Or at least I hope we don't aggro the other Auroch. Head out that way. I did not get out in time, but we're good. Especially since I can do Drain and Fetter. And one more attack. Done. That's a fate completed, and just in time too, because this guy is now on us. Thankfully, they're not exactly an issue, but yeah, they could have been trouble. We have some stuff to grab from behind all these Aurochs right here, so we're gonna have to take them all out, sadly. Okay. Black Clone. They take some time to harvest, it seems. But we got them. Just do that 2 more times, and I believe then we head back to Tiller's Rest. So I'll see you all there. Hello there, Farewell. Even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. But you won't have to worry about that anymore. We got some black rum for you. But a bit of this black rum ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black rum is not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomachs, eh? Oh, don't tell me Garpine and Rottweiler neglected to mention where black rum comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench comes from the Auroch's lair, of all places. Ahem. Well, why dwell on who mistled whom about what? Misled about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black rum, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Glad to help. And that's another quest done. We are already level 14. And we got Lucid Dream as well. So I'm going to need to do some work here, changing around some of these abilities, I think. Okay, there we go. Took a minute for me to figure out how to do it, but it's been done. So I placed teleport and sprint and return on the second hotbar, and have kind of rearranged everything right here. Here so that all my attacking buttons are over here, save for physic. Should make things somewhat easier. Anyways, Perwall, you have a quest for us. Perwall needs stolen farm controls recovered. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of tilling, only killing. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're banging in the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson on obedience myself. If I had been sworn to Stillworm, that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools, and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. If you say so. Seems like it isn't too far as well. It's just right over here. Well, if he needs us to do it because he's sworn off fighting, we can most definitely do it. No, not you. There we go. No. We're going to need to get through a bunch of guys, it seems. But that's fine. We got the ability. Bam. And you. Better. Thankfully, we're not attracting all of them at once, and we only need to attack 5. Or, not 5, 3. For the quest. However, we do need more for something else. Our hunting log. Because, yes, they have done such a bad job that they've ended up on our hunting list. You should have known better. You really should have known better. So you, there we are. I think that's the right one, so if they're you, no. I did not grab the right one. I'll figure out which ones it is I need to grab in a minute. Don't aggro. We'll take it! We'll take the lack of aggro. And there we go. Now get the hell out of there before... It's fine. We should be fine. We should be fine. We should be able to head back this way. Yep. We've lost them. Alright, Freewall. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Who knows, but here's your tools before they get melted down. Ah, good to see the tools back, and in serviceable condition. Which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wrench likely had a role in the theft. And despite him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't care less if the Astral won't work, but when he consorting with cut person is take our tools away, he crossed the line. So I want to know what sort of scaly what he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? We'll do that, though I'm sure he won't exactly be happy to hear it. Nope. Wrong one. Hey there, Sailor. How you doing? Pirates making off with our tools? He'd well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Glad to hear. Go ahead and grab another new book. Yeah! And we can now accept a new class. Or not a new class. A new class quest. As we have a few more we can now do. I'd say we go ahead and take care of those, shall we? Who knows? There might just be more to taking care of these next few than I say. I should probably equip my thing first, though.